Hi everyone, welcome to Heaven Healing and Tarot. This is Christina. Today's pick a card is, who is our next relationship? We'll take a look at their personality, what they're like, who's coming in that we're going to start dating, or at least go out on one date with. Now, again, this is not who we're going to marry, so this is somebody, if you decide you don't like to be with them, you don't want to be with them, you don't have to. Nothing is set in stone here, it's just who we're attracting in next. All right, so take a deep breath with me. I'm going to send you out some healing. You ready? All right. Pile 1, bright blue. Pile 2, polka dot. Pile 3, glitter. Pile 4, multi. All right, so take a moment. Pick the flower you are most drawn to, and we'll take a look at our person's personality, whoever's coming in next. Okay, pile 1, if you chose our bright blue here, let's get you some cards. Hermit, could be Virgo. Queen of Swords. 6 of Wands. 4 of Swords. Judgment. All right. I gotta move these over some. Let's see here. So the Hermit tells me that your person is probably wise beyond their years. They probably enjoy some solitude, some alone time. They probably need to recharge. So, I'm not saying that they're not going to be very loving and very affectionate and want to be with you, but there's probably some times where they just need to, go off and do something for themselves. Whether it be, tinker with, maybe the car, or, maybe they go out and cut the grass, or maybe they go make a craft, whatever. You probably just need some downtime sometimes. But, the Queen, she's making me feel like your person's so smart. I know the Hermit's very wise, but the Queen is a quick thinker, right? They cut through the emotions, and they use rational and logical thought. So they're smart. They don't get overly emotional. And again, this is not to say that they're not loving and cuddly or anything. They can be that too, but for the most part, they see things pretty clearly. They're pretty wise to things. I don't know. I kind of like your person. I'm getting this, fun personality. This personality that's yeah, I see what you're doing, but I'm going to let you get away with it because I just adore you and I think you're cute. Type of energy. They're smart enough to not let you to know what you're doing, if you're trying to get away with something, or if you're trying to charm them, or you're trying to change the subject. They're smart enough to say it, but they're not going to call you out on it because they just think you're adorable. That's what I'm getting. So I really like your person. The six of Wands kind of tells me that your person's confident. Because they're smart. They could be accomplished. They could be a natural leader. I think they can be charming too. But I do feel like they're goal oriented. They set out, if they have a goal, they set out for it and they accomplish it. They like to check things off. And that's like a Virgo trait. So that makes sense that it could be a Virgo, right? But that's not, they could just be taking on those personalities. It doesn't have, your person does not have to be a Virgo. Yeah, I think, I don't know, I kind of like your person. But I think they're, for the most part, they're calm. They're not overly emotional. That doesn't mean that things don't affect them. It's just that they stay calm in it. They're not going to show you a whole lot of anger or, sadness. They're going to kind of keep that within. I just think that they think a lot. And they have, like, they've learned. They've learned how to get along with other people. They've learned how to deal with their emotions. But I do feel like this is somebody who needs, like, a proper night's sleep. Like, I kind of feel like they need their 8 hours. Yeah, Judgment, this could possibly be somebody that you're having a second chance with, but that's probably only for maybe 1 or 2 of you. Judgment is a second chance at doing things differently. So I think that they've learned from their past mistakes. So I think this relationship actually will work, to be honest with you. I mean, I guess it depends on you and your personality, but I really like this person. There's somebody who just has a clear vision, and they rarely second guess themselves. They know which direction to take, and if they're choosing you, that means they really like you. They really do. They wouldn't waste their time on somebody they didn't really care about. So, I don't know. I would feel lucky to be with this person. If you reciprocate. So, we'll see. Let's get some more cards. Taking a vacation physically or mentally, hammock. I think that's just pointing out that they do sometimes need to, like, go lay in a hammock by themselves, because they get, they get lost in their thoughts sometimes. They need to think things through. They're smart, they're logical, they use rational thinking. So they need to think about things. And this way, when they make that decision, they don't second guess it, because they've already thought about it. So I think that's just speaking to that sometimes they need to, like, withdraw their energy and, like, kind of, like, mindlessly watch TV, or mindlessly take a nap, or mindlessly go, like I said, work on a car, or whatever they're doing. You will be shown the way. I kind of feel like this is Spirit saying, we're bringing this person to you, because we feel like this would be a good match for you. This is somebody you need to be with. So I would give this person a chance. Give them at least 3 dates, at least. I'd give them more, but I kind of feel like if you're not sure at first, I would give them a couple different chances, because I do feel like they're being brought to you or put in your path for a reason. Simplicity. Yeah. See, I feel like this is your person. I feel like they're very successful. I do feel like they're accomplished. They're successful. They can have the finer things in life if they want them. But they don't really mean much to your person. Like, I don't feel like your person is the person that cares about the designer, label. They don't need fancy things. They want to live a simple life. They just want to be happy. Do they enjoy luxury? I'm sure. I'm sure they have, like, the car that they really want to drive. Does it have to be the Lamborghini? Probably not. But I'm sure they drive, like, the truck that they really wanted. Or I don't know. I think they're not afraid to indulge or to treat themselves, but it's more in a basic way. It's more like they're not flashy, they're not showy, they're just more quiet. Like, could they have toys? Like, I kind of feel like your person's the type of person that would, like, have a boat but they're not, it's not one of those fancy speedboats. It's a nice cruiser. It's a nice cruiser. And do they need it? Do they do it for show? No, they do it to relax. They do it because they enjoy it. It's more simple. It's a more simple thinking of it. Not that they don't have things. They don't care about, the flashy diamond watch, or I don't know. I hope you understand what I'm saying. They just want to be simple. Do they like nice things? Sure. Will they spend money? Sure. They're not like, I'm not getting they're cheap or anything. I just feel like they don't really care about that stuff. They want to enjoy life. I really like this person a lot. Lilith, the first woman. I am the voice of my body and soul. I choose the life that I desire to live. Okay, so again, I think that's your person. Your person doesn't care about what other people think. They do what makes them happy. And the people in their circle makes them happy. They're very caring. They're not selfish at all. But it's like they don't really care about like the flash and other people thinking that they're successful. They don't need anybody else's pat on the backs. They don't need that. They live life the way they want to live it, and they do the things that they want to do, whatever makes them happy. And if making you happy makes them happy, then that's what they're going to do. You know what I mean? So I don't feel like they're selfish at all. It's just, it's like, I don't care what other people think. They can do what they want. This is my life, and this is what makes me happy. They've got a really good head on their shoulders. They seem very in tune, and they're smart. I like them. Dolphin, live joyfully in the present. Yeah, they're not somebody who looks back. They're not somebody who looks too far in the future. They just kind of go with the flow. They kind of do what makes them happy now. And that's not to say that they're not going to plan a vacation a year from now. They might, if it's a big one. They might plan, but they're not really like thinking super long term. They're just trying to enjoy the life they possibly can. So I need to take a lesson from this person. Oh, but your person's attractive. Beauty, grace, loveliness, integrity. I think I'm feeling more integrity. They're very somebody that you can really count on, you can trust, you can look up to. They're beautiful on the inside and the out. I do think they're handsome or beautiful. I do. I think your person is very attractive. But I think it's more of who they are that's more attractive. I'm seeing eyes. They have like blue eyes for some reason. I'm kind of seeing these beautiful eyes. Pretty color. So some of your person might have like really pretty eyes, or like really nice eyelashes or something. Like something, I don't know, the eyes are, or maybe they smile with their eyes. There's something about their eyes I'm picking up on that I like. Meditate and contemplate. I think this person does this a lot. I think they contemplate. I'm not sure if they're spiritual, whether they meditate or not, but they're deep thinkers. So they think things through. So they do contemplate a lot. So I think that's just talking to their personality. Future. You may travel or host an overseas traveler soon. Either way, great social fun. Okay, I think you're going to have fun with your person, but I think the future, what this is speaking to, is that there's a future with this person. I do. I think you have a future with them. All right, let's get a Mary card. Gratitude. As I notice and appreciate my blessings, I open the door to more of God's gifts. Yeah, I think your person is pretty grateful for things in their life. I think they're not somebody who's greedy. They're not somebody who's selfish. They're not somebody who's showy and flashy or takes things for granted. I think they're pretty level-headed. They're very smart. They're very logical. And they do have gratitude for things in their life. They do feel blessed. I think I'm in love with your person. I really do. I love this person. Let's pull some initials and see if any names come. I'm only going to do like 1 or 2 names. I'm not going to do a lot because that could get crazy. But let's see. We have a J. And I always think of Joe or Joanna with a J. But I'm getting James. All right, I'm getting James. Let me see. Jenna. Jenna for a girl. All right, we have an M. I'm getting Michael or Mark. They're pretty common, but that's what I'm getting. Michaela and Melissa for girls. E, we have Eric or Erica. And I'm even picking up Eugene. So maybe there's a Jean or Jeannie, Eugene, Eugenia, something like that. B. Well, I got Bobby, but I'm getting Brian and Bryce for guys. Besides Bobby. Bobby could be boy or girl. And for girls, I'm getting Brianna or Brenna. Brenda, Brenna, something along those lines. Bridget just came too. Bridget. Or Brigitte. Something like that. Okay, we have a Z, so that's of course the Zach. Zariah. There's a ZA name besides Zachary or Zach. It's a ZA for Zara. It feels female. ZA. I don't know. We have a T. I'm getting Theodore or Teddy. Ted. I'm also getting Tim. And for girls, let's see. Girls, T. Tia. 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 Tanya. L. Larry. Lawrence, Larry Lawrence. L. Letitia. Or Lucretia. That's a strange one, right? Yeah, something like that. Then we have a K. Kim, Kimberly, Kim, Kimber, Kim. Kyle. Then we have an X. And there's a lot of X's names that are not in my English vocabulary. So you guys will have to use your own imagination on the X. Alright, so that's what I got. I hope it helped you in some way. Give the video a like, subscribe to the channel, and leave me a comment. All those things help me, and I appreciate you for it. Till next time, love and light. Hi, pile 2. If you chose the polka dots, then this one's going to be your reading. Let's get some cards for you. 3 of Pentacles, Strength, 7 of Swords, King of Pentacles, 5 of Cups. All right. So I think your person, yeah, they could be a good team player. They could play well with others. They seem to have good communication skills. They might like to work with their hands. So they might be somebody who is some kind of a craftsman or some kind of blue collar type of job. But they have integrity. And they also have problem-solving skills, so they could be a little strategic here. I think they're good listeners, and I think they do want to genuinely help others if, they can. I think they like being that team player. I think they possess like courage and strength, with the Strength card, of course. But I think it's like confidence and maybe even composure. They probably aren't overly emotional. They keep their composure. That doesn't mean they're not going to fight with you. It just means that they're not going to get carried away, which is a good thing. Now, 7 of Swords, you guys know I hate that energy, but in this, I'm not feeling bad energy from it, to be honest with you. I'm just feeling like your person might be like a little mysterious. Like I said, they keep their composure, so they play their cards close to their chest. They don't. They keep you guessing. For some reason, I'm getting like their brain thinks differently than other people. And I don't know. It's. They're smart, don't get me wrong, they're smart, but they think a little differently than other people, so it's like you're always trying to guess what they meant by something, or if they weren't clear, like, did they mean it this way or did they mean it that way? So I think they're a little mysterious, if that makes any sense. But I do feel like being the King of Pentacles, like they have luck on their side. I think that things kind of work out for them because they're competent. They're competent. And I do feel like they are can be reliable. I think they genuinely want to be there for other people. So I think they are reliable, and I think they can be generous at times as well. But the 5 of Cups tells me that sometimes they probably can be hard to please. I kind of think that they're very hard on themselves. Like, I kind of feel like they're kind of like they hold themselves up to this high standard that they can't always match. I kind of feel like they beat themselves up a lot. Like they kind of like maybe not feel good enough or not worthy a lot. But yet they don't show that to the outside world. That's something on the inside. That's only something somebody very close to them would eventually see and eventually understand. Because on the outside, they're this person who's strong and confident and they'll help others and they're generous. Like, I feel like they show that to the world, but on the inside, I feel like they're kind of hard to please. I think they have really high standards. But I really feel like it's more for themselves. Like, they hold themselves at such a high standard. Like, they want to be great. They want to be, like, better than everybody else. And sometimes they can't live up to it. Not many of us can. I mean, the way they're making me feel is like they have really high standards for themselves. Like, it's a lot. They put a lot of pressure on themselves. So that could make them irritable at times, maybe. I don't know. Maybe that's not the right word, but Because they're not, like, I don't feel like they're going to show their emotions a lot. They might with you once they get close enough to you, but I don't know. Let's see. Like, I really do feel like they bottle their emotions up. Like, everyone on the outside, everything's fine, but on the inside, it may not be. Shield, you need to defend yourself. I feel like your person does have shield up. I feel like they're very protective of themselves. So they have walls up. And they've probably, again, either A, been hurt, or they've set such high standards to themselves that they don't want anybody to see that they feel like they're not good enough. So those walls are up. You're not going to be able to see that. Anyway, this next card is Scales. Keep your life in balance. So I think they got to try to do that a little bit better. They got to learn to balance, you know, their accomplishments with their failures, because we all have both. I mean, that's part of learning. That's part of growing. It's part of life. So I think they have to learn to balance that out a little bit better and not beat themselves up for those failures that aren't really failures. They're just lessons or contrast. All right, let's see. Love. They're going to love you. They're going to love you. They just have to learn to love themselves a little bit more. But they're going to love you. Ekalinda. I don't know if I'm saying that correct, so forgive me if I'm butchering it. The goddess of never not broken. Everything happens for my liberation. I choose to become only more love. See, this is kind of exactly what they feel like. Like, they feel like they're never not broken. They're always broken. There's always something wrong. There's always something for them to fix. There's always something for them to strive to be better by. They strive for excellence, and I feel like they're never going to reach that perfection. They're never going to reach it. It's impossible. Nothing's perfect in this world. So, you know, at times we could see glimpses of perfection, but for the most part, that's not something that's achievable. But I feel like that's what your person feels about themselves. Like they've always got work to do. They've always got something to accomplish. They've always got something to prove. They need to just love themselves, love who they are. And I'm not saying that they don't. It's hard. Like, I don't want you to think this is a bad person. They're not. They just, because they're very generous with people on the outside. You know, they show the outside how confident they are because they are good at what they do. They are good at things. You know, they just, for some reason, they don't feel good enough. But they are. They really are. So maybe they need somebody that will show them that they're good enough and show them that they'll be loved unconditionally, even if they do make mistakes, that it'll be okay, that they'll still be loved. Bat, see through illusion into truth. Yeah, see, that's what they got to learn to do. They've got this illusion about who they should be and what they should accomplish in life, and you know, they're working hard to achieve it, but they got to see through that illusion. It's all baloney. The only real goal in life is to enjoy it, to be happy. They need to learn to accept things a little bit more. Okay, let's see. Yama. See, I feel like they can be very loving and very nurturing to others. They're just not loving to themselves. They need to give themselves a little bit more self-care and a little bit more of a break. But I feel like they can be very, very loving, very cuddly, because I feel like they feel like that's what their person needs. So they give it to their person, but they don't give it to themselves enough. So maybe that's why you're coming in to be with them, to teach, to show them that other people will give that to them as well. Like it will be reciprocated. It will be in balance. What do you need to release? Control issues. That's what they need to release. They need to release the idea that they're not good enough. That's what they have, some stuff they have to work with. And maybe you can help them with that a little bit. Just don't be too pushy, because they'll take offense to it. Because I do feel like they're proud. I do feel like they're a proud person, even though, I don't know. Property. A property purchase or sale for many, but heed security concerns in any transaction. All right, so your person is probably has goals to buy a house, buy a home, buy some property. Or maybe they own a lot of property. I don't know. It's probably just something to identify your person. Not really getting much from it. Let's get a Mary card. Faith. I have faith in God to heal the situation. So they just need to have a little more faith in themselves, to be honest with you. But, you know, they're the King of Pentacles. Everything works out for them. So they do have faith. They kind of know things are going to work out. They kind of know that they're good at what they do. This is a strange thing. It really is. But, all right, so let's give, I think they just need more faith in themselves. All right, let's pull some initials for you. Okay, we have an E. Eric's coming out again. Eric and Erica. Elijah. Elijah is coming out. Eleanor, or Ellie, Ella, something like that. We have a B, Brooks, Brooke, and Bailey. M, Mark, Mary, or Marianne, Mary Pat, something like that. P, Paul, Paulina, Poppy. N, Nicholas, Nicole, oh, that's all I'm getting. A, we have Anthony, Ariana. We have a G, George, Georgia, Gianni, Gian, D, David, Danielle, I, Isabella, and Ian. Oh, we have Olivia and Oscar. We have an R, Regina, Reggie. And V, we have Victoria, Vince, Vinny, Vito. How can I not say Vito, right? I think that's it. That's all we got. The rest are doubles. We have a double B, N, D, and O. Alright, pile 2, that's what I have for you. Give the video a like, subscribe to the channel, and leave me a comment. All those things help me, and I appreciate you for it. Till next time, love and light. Hi, pile 3. If you chose the glitter flower, then this is your reading. Let's get your cards here. 8 of Cups, the Empress, King of Wands, the Sun, the World. Alright, so this is somebody who is just, they're probably somebody who would like be more comfortable like in a cabin in the woods, like just surrounded by nature, not somebody who lives in a big city, or they kind of just want to escape the material world. They just kind of want to live simply just to find true happiness and success. They're probably a little bit of like an introvert, but you know, somebody who just loves like the simple things in life, like would love to live like on a farm, you know, like not close neighbors. I think they're very loving and warm and charismatic. I think they're beautiful. I think they're highly intelligent. I think they're nurturers. I think they would make a great parent. I think that they will fight to defend their beliefs, fight to achieve their goals. I do think that they're friendly and persuasive, but I still feel like they're introverted. But I do feel like they try to find the positives in life. They do try to be happy. They try to choose to think positively, to have those positive thoughts. You know, in general, I think they're a happy person, as long as they don't get overwhelmed by, you know, the social aspect of things. And I feel like this is someone who actually does see the bigger picture, somebody who can actually, they give back in some way. This is somebody who's going to pick up a litter. This is somebody who's going to feed the animals. This is somebody who's going to be very sensitive and empathic to things. And I think that's why they're like a little more introverted. They don't want to be in the crowd. They want to be, you know, and I'm not saying they don't like to hang out with friends and stuff. They do, but they get overwhelmed very easily. Like they're empathic, and empaths, that happens to empaths. Like we get oversensitized, and we need to like, you know, desensitize. We need to like withdraw. So I kind of feel like that's what your person's going to be like. All right, so let's get a few more cards here. Dissatisfaction with life and triumph over troubles and obstacles. So I feel like right now, or when you meet your person, there's something in their life that they're not happy about. Maybe they want to, you know, maybe that's their goal. Like they're not happy that they don't live on that farm or that little cabin in the woods. Maybe they're like trying to get there, so they're not happy with life. Or maybe they're not happy in a relationship, or maybe they're not happy with not being in a relationship. Maybe they feel like love is missing. They're just not happy about something. They could be not happy with their job. It could be anything. But they're going to overcome it. All right, whatever they're not happy about, it's temporary. They're going to, you know, triumph over it. Again, it's probably just a way for you to recognize who your person is. No big deal. Exercise, run, walk, swim, otherwise move your body. This will give you more energy and happiness. I think your person probably might like to exercise. Maybe they do go to the gym, or maybe they are involved in some kind of activities that is exercise, like hiking or, kayaking or pickleball, whatever it is. I think that they do enjoy being active in some way. Hiking is a good introverted activity, because you do it with one or two or a couple people. You don't have to do it with a big, huge crowd, right? Okay, I'm not going to butcher her name. The mystic of peace. I am peace. When my mind is clear, the way is clear. So I think your person is very smart. I do think that they're highly intuitive. I do think that they're empathic. They feel things. So I think that they have some kind of abilities here. So I think when they are, when they're not in the midst of chaos, when they're not in the midst of all this chaotic energy, they can think more clearly, and they're smart, and they make logical decisions that way. So that's why I think, I go back to that cabin in the woods, where they pull themselves back from a lot of the outside energy. They can think clearly, but when they're in the midst of everybody's emotions, that's what they're focused on, all these different emotions coming at them, and they got to sort through them, and they don't think as clearly. So I think your person's just highly empathic. Highly empathic. I totally relate to them. I get it. Even if they don't understand it, they might not know they're an empath, but all of this is leading me to believe that they are very strong empath. Hedgehog. Be a magnet for light, love, and joy. So I think this is what your person strives to be. They strive for happiness. They want to be happy, and genuinely they are, until they get overwhelmed. Okay, and it's not like they're miserable when they're overwhelmed. They just need to take a time out to recharge. So, but I think that's who your person is. I think they're genuinely a nice person. People like them. People like to be around them. They're very loving. They're very nurturing. They're just a kind person, which I love. Time out. Awareness, contemplation, solitude, time alone. This is your person. They need the time out. They need to recharge. Sometimes, they're a person who wants to go to a party, gets excited about the party, but right before they're about to go to the party, they start getting anxiety. I don't want to go. I don't want to go. I don't know. I have nothing to wear. I don't want to go. But once they're there, they have fun. But once they're there for too long, they've had enough. They've got to leave. It's time to go. So, this person's going to be somebody that you're just going to have to be sympathetic to their feelings. Again, reassure them that you're there for them, that you'll be by their side, that they'll be okay, and they will have fun once they're out. So, I totally, that was me when I was younger. I'm describing myself. So I understand it. I get it. I'm not like that anymore, but I used to be. And it used to drive my ex-husband crazy, because he was like, you wanted to go. We're going. I don't care if you have nothing to wear. Wear a bathrobe. I don't care. We're going. He used to get so, he was not sympathetic to it at all. He was not a nice person to me. But, it was my fault. And I knew it was my fault. I knew I was weird. But I overcame it. I worked on it. I overcame it. Not soon enough to save my marriage, but it is what it is, right? Believe in the impossible. Again, I feel like your person is empathic. I feel like they're intuitive. I feel like they have some abilities here. So I feel like, you know, at times they do believe in the impossible, because the impossible can happen. It just can. So I kind of think that this might be a lasting relationship for you. I know it might not sound like it, but I think it might be. I actually do. Your person's so loving and so kind. They just got to work on that anxiety and that fear. They got to learn how to protect themselves. That's all. Achievement. Enjoy the limelight. You've earned it. Although on the family front, someone's health could cause some secret worries and sleepless nights. All right, forget that. We're going to focus on the achievement. Enjoy the limelight. You've earned it. So I kind of feel like your person's, you know, they're really, they've earned that the likability. They've earned people's respect. They've earned people that, you know, people like them. They want to be around them. They like them. And they've earned that. They've achieved that. That's their achievement. So even though at times where they need to pull away from it, it's because of who they are that people want to be around them. Does that make sense? Somebody came home for lunch. Boundaries. I am clear and honest with others and about my expectations. See, this is your person. They have to learn to set boundaries. There's certain things that they can do, and there's certain things that they can't do. Until they learn to be able to control their feelings and their emotions, until they can decipher their own emotions from other people's, they have to set boundaries. It is, and I feel like if your person doesn't know how to do that, they'll learn, and or maybe they've already learned, and that's what this card is saying, that they have to set certain boundaries, which is a good thing. It's a tool. Believe me, it's a tool for empaths. They need to do that. All right, let's pull you some initials and see what names come to mind on who this person's name could possibly be. We have an F. Frankie, Felicia, Francisco, something like that, or Ralph, Rudy, and Ruby. Strange names, but, well, they're not strange. D. I want to say Donatella. There's a Donnie, or Donna. Dante, something like that. We have a T. I have Tara and Tommy. M. Miranda, Michael, Matthew, Maddie, Madison, Madeline, something like that. We have an I. Well, we got Izzy, and Ian, Igor, Ida, and then we have another D. Deanna, Dina, Dana, Dominic. That's what I got. Now, your person doesn't have to be named them, but they're the names that came to me, so I shared them with you. That's what I got. Give the video a like, subscribe to the channel, and leave me a comment. All those things help me, and I appreciate you for it. Until next time, love and light. Hi, pile 4, if you chose this beautiful little tiny multicolored flower, the multi-flower, then this one is yours. Let's get your cards. 8 of Pentacles, the Emperor, the Fool, Queen of Pentacles, 7 of Pentacles. Why am I so crooked? Is that better? Sorry. All right. 8 of Pentacles. Your person's dedicated, devoted, hardworking. So that means that they won't give up. They won't give up on you. They hold on to things longer than they should because they work hard. They work hard to make things work. Your person could be ambitious. They could be competitive. The Emperor is that alpha male energy, so they have that confidence and that authority at times. They should be solid and stable in a relationship. Maybe sometimes they're a little stubborn, but that's all right. I think it's fine. Just because I'm a little stubborn, so I get it. Fool. They're naturally curious about things. I don't want to say nosy, but they like to know things. They don't like to not know things. I think they're open to new experiences. They'll like to try new things. But if they don't like something, they're only going to try it once. They won't do it again. There's nothing you can do to make them try it again. They'll do it once, but that's it. I think there's somebody who has a good head on their shoulders where they know how to leave the past behind them. They can move past things. I think your person's being the Queen of Pentacles, very loving, loyal, practical, very capable, very reliable. They could be very successful as well. She's the one that can just handle everything. She's not the one that's going to run off, and leave you hanging. She's the one that's going to be there for you. She's not one that's going to take irrational risks. She's not going to, she's not one that takes too many chances. Even though she's open to new things, she's not going to take big risks. She's more sturdy. And I say she just because it's the Queen, but you could be male. Or this person, you could be dating a male. It doesn't matter. I feel like they don't take enough time to enjoy life, though. I think they are more about work. I think they are focused on being successful or making money. They might even be the type of person who says, I don't know how to have fun. But they do. It's just that they don't really make enough time for it. Because I feel like even sometimes when they work so much, I feel like they feel like it's still not enough. I don't know, I think your person's kind of really strives for excellence and success. And they need to enjoy life just a little bit more, I think. All right, let's get some more cards. Okay, the Owl. Good advice from a wise person. I think that's your person. I think your person gives wise advice. I think they're pretty smart. Handshake. A meeting with a stranger could be important. So this could be somebody that you don't know. This could be a complete stranger coming in. And you meet them. Maybe you meet them through somebody. Somebody introduces you. But, yeah, I think think somebody's going to introduce you guys again. Why did I say again? That's not weird. Interesting. Let's get some more cards. Things come out of my mouth for a reason, because I am channeling. So that's, you know, so when I pick up on things that I say sometimes, I'm like, why did I say that? Maybe you know. I don't know. Family culture. Yeah, I think family is very important to your person. I think that you know, sometimes the Queen of Pentacles can signify that single mom or single parent energy, where they're very capable because they have no choice. They have to do a lot of things. They have to, you know, make the money and provide for their kids and you know, cook the meals, clean the house. They have to do it all. I'm not saying that your person's a single parent, but I think they might have kids or they might want kids. I think that's in their DNA here. They think family is very important. And even if they don't want to have kids, I think being part of somebody's family is going to be important. Mary Magdalene, the apostle to the apostles. I am the bridge between heaven and earth. I am fully human and fully divine. So Mary Magdalene was a teacher, right? What are they trying to say with this? Your person could be a teacher. They could be sharing knowledge. They could be psychic. They could be very intuitive, where they have that psychic ability. They get knowledge from the other side. They give great advice. So again, that fits with being a teacher or being psychic, right? I kind of just feel like they know things. And they're willing to share. They're willing to help. I think that they actually get enjoyment helping others. Parrot, listen intently to understand. This is your person. I think they're psychic, to be honest with you. They listen intently to understand what the divine is trying to tell them. But they could also listen intently to other people, to read between the lines, to hear what's not being said. I think your person's just very in tune with what's going on. They're very observant, very wise. Endurance, keep going. This is your person. They don't give up. We said that, right? They don't give up. They hold on to things a lot longer than they should, because they're devoted and they are determined. So they might have a little bit of control issues with that, but that's okay. I mean, and the Emperor's here too, so that's kind of like really alpha energy, so it kind of makes sense. Not saying that your person's bad. I'm just saying it's there. It's there. But, you know, not giving up, it means that they won't give up on you when things get too hard. They might have a fit, but they won't give up. They'll try to make it better. Hold your vision. This is your person. They don't give up. They hold their vision. They're going after something. They have a goal. Now the goals can change, but for the most part, your person is somebody who endures, who persists. Somebody you can count on. That's somebody who's reliable. Health. An excellent time to start an exercise program. Many new friendships are on the horizon. All right, so your person either A, needs to exercise or likes to exercise, or they have to like take better care of their health, or they're just going to meet a lot of new friends. I don't know. You take it how it resonates. It's not. I'm not really pulling anything much from that. All right, let's see what Mary wants to tell us. This is Mother Mary, not Mary Magdalene, but it's funny that you got both, right? God. And then God comes into the equation here. I step out of the way and surrender any need of control. Didn't I say your person could be a little controlling? Ooh. In order to make room for God's healing love to flow through me and through the situation. So I think your person is learning that sometimes they can't control situations, that they have to give it up to God. And they're learning to do that. And as they get older and they practice that more, they're going to get better and better at that and be less and less controlling. So if you're worried about that controlling factor, it's getting better with age. So that's a good thing. All right, let me pull you some initials. Let's see what kind of names we might get from this. Who's your person? Let's see. We've got a C. So we're going with Christina or Christopher, Christian, all those type names. We have an S. Stephen, Serena, and Sabrina. We have a B. I'm getting Bye for some reason. Bye. Is that a name? Bye. I don't know. Baxter. That's a strange name. Baxter. Bo. Like Beauregard. Bo. Okay, we have Ken. And Kylie, Ken. Kira. We have a Z. Besides Zach, I have no idea. Z. You know, Zena, Zach. Zena, isn't that an X? You know, I don't know. Zendaya. G. We have Greg. And Giovanna. We have a D here. Oh, it's stuck, but we got a D. And I'm thinking Danielle and I got David, but I got David and Danielle before. So I'm like, give me something different. I'm leaving it because that's what I got. H, we have Harper and Hillary, Hannah, Howie, Henry. M, did I say M yet? M. We've got Max, Mindy, something like that. J, we have Joanna, Joshua, Jamie, and Jill. We have a W, Wendy, William, Wes. I'm getting Johnny. Johnny came to me for no reason. I don't know why. It just came out of the blue, like Johnny. We have a T. We have Tammy, Tanya, Timmy? Timmy. Oh, Thomas. I'm getting Thomas. All right. Last one we have is P. And then we have Peter. And Paula? Patty, Patricia, or Patrick. All right, that's what I have for you. Give the video a like, subscribe to the channel, and leave me a comment. All those things help me, and I appreciate you for it. Till next time, love and light.